If you already made the drums, but your track still sounds empty, maybe this is what you're missing. Listen to this. And now same drums, but now it actually feels like a track. So let me show you how to do this. First thing we need is a bass. That's what gives all this track body. So to make my bass, I have it already here, but what I did is I went to here to instruments. Then you have all this list of instruments. Let's not see all of them today. I made my bass with the operator. Okay? So, and how do I recommend you to use the bass with the operator? Just don't try to make your own bass, because at the beginning it's difficult. Just navigate through the presets. So you open here in this file, then you have bass, and then you have a bunch of basses here that you can use. Right, I think I used that one. So you double click, like if you would have a MIDI channel, you will double click, then you have that, and then you create the notes. It's this one. Okay, you double click on the instrument, on the preset, then it goes to your MIDI channel, and then you create the notes. Let's create a bass. So how do you do it? You make a double click here in one of the squares. When you make a double click in one of these squares, you will create a scene, a MIDI scene. It's just 1 bar long. You can edit the length of the bars here. 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. Let's make it 1 bar long. 1 bar is 4 hits. This is a bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's a bar. In DJing, we use cycles, 32 beats, right? Here there are 4, so 8 of this are a cycle. So what will we do? We will create our first bass note. How do we do it? I recommend, if you don't know music theory, just press scale here, then choose a tonality here that you want. Let's choose C because easy, and let's choose it minor. And then I say scale. If I don't say scale, it's like this. If I say scale here, then it's just the notes that I need. So it's easier if you don't know music theory. Then you just try to make a bass that works with it, with the whole thing. And then just be creative. Just say play. Okay, so that's basically how we do a bass. And then just try with that and experiment all the different presets that there are here. Then when you feel a little bit more confident, you can come to the preset here and then just start to tweak it by yourself. Right? There are many things you can do here in your preset. How you change from your piano roll to the preset, like I showed you in the other video, just here, this little square here is the piano roll, and here is your instrument, and you can just try and edit some stuff here. And this alone really sounds way more like music. Now we are searching for a sound that helps us fill the space. What could that be? Something melodic, something harmonic, piano maybe, a chord. Let's do that. So how do we create a chord or a piano? I will show you another instrument. I have one here. Is this one? How did I do it? Really easy. I go here, create a new MIDI track. Then I go here to my instruments, and I went all the way down here to Wavetable. These are good ones. So now I showed you already operator. Now check Wavetable. In the Wavetable, you will find a bunch also of presets. I just scroll down here to my piano keys and it shows an organ house. So I put it there and I draw some chords. How do I do it? I start with the root key. Not always has to be like that, but for beginning, yeah. Still in C minor. Then, so. So there you have the chords. If you want to have a little bit of reverb or effect on that chord, that they sound like a little bit more in space, then you have the reverb and the delay here, the return tracks. How do you use them? You see here is an A in the reverb, a B in the delay. Is this A and this B here in every channel. If you create another one, you will get a C. You see? So how do you use it? Really easy. This knob here gives the amount of effect you want. So you see, and if you want to have a delay there, if you want to create another return track, then just right click, click a return, and then here in audio effects, you have all your effects. You use from here a delay, and we also use from here the reverb. You see, we didn't add too much, but it already feels full. And what I recommend is to also add into this is to do like a small glitch sound. If you like minimal, like the small glitch sound, small detail sounds perfect. So I will make one. Just add a MIDI instrument. Just go to samples here. Then just go to, I had the beatbox, so put that beatbox one or whatever you want. And then when it's there, you double click it and it will be instantly a simpler instrument that you can find here if you want it alone. Right? Now, what will we do? I will slice it here with slice. We'll slice it in the triggers and then I will just draw something. I will turn off the scales because we don't need it. And then I just will draw whatever. Right? And then if you want, you can also put a little bit of effects, reverb and delay. I recommend to do it longer, not just one bar, so it's just not boring. But now you get the idea. Okay, so all together again. Just the drums. Everything. So, and next step would be turning all this into a full track. So if you want this, you can see it on my next video. And for that, please don't forget to subscribe, to hit the like button, the notification button. And thank you for being here. Happy producing.